Hello, thanks for joining me. As you can see, I'm in my machine shop today. I had planned to go out for a ride today, got a route planned, lunch stop, everything. The weather forecast was great. Got up this morning, low cloud, drizzle, just really quite horrible. Don't feel like going out, going to be no views, the road's going to be wet, lots of spray, there's still a lot of salt on the road. So instead I'm pottering around in the workshop. And what I'm doing is just cleaning up a few fasteners off my Harley Davidson. Now most people that ride Harley Davidsons, they'll replace a lot of the fasteners with chrome plated items. But in actual fact, you can bring them up to a nice finish just by polishing them up. Now I'm sure most people watching this video do this themselves and they know how to do it, but as I'm just pottering around in the workshop, I thought I would make a video about it and show you what you're doing. Show you what I'm doing rather. So yeah, here is case in point, if we can get that to focus on there. Here is one of the fasteners. This is a dome nut off my Harley Davidson, and you can see that it's just quite dull and it's a bit dirty as well. So what I'm going to do is get on my buffer machine and polish this up, and you can get a pretty much like a chrome finish on it if you buff them up nicely. Here is my buffing station in my workshop. So I've got this it's a bench grinder that I've converted. So on this end I've got a Scotch-Brite wheel, a hard Scotch-Brite wheel which stays on there permanently, and then on this end interchangeable, so I can put various different wheels on. So I've got different grades of Scotch-Brite here, different grades of Scotch-Brite wheel, and then I've got a coarser, stitched buffing wheel, and this is a loose flap one, and the different polishing compounds. So to do that nut, I'm going to start off just cleaning it up really. I think I'll start with the medium Scotch-Brite wheel, go on to the fine Scotch-Brite wheel, and then go on to the flap wheels. So let's have a look and see how we get on with that. I'm not going to talk over this because it's quite noisy, but just for the Internet Health and Safety Police always seem to be patrolling. Yes, I am wearing safety glasses. Now you might not be able to see, but on here, but from when this dome nut was turned originally, so there's ridges on the dome bit where it's obviously been turned quite roughly and quite quickly. So I'm actually going to see if I can polish those out. So I'm going to switch over to my coarse wheel and run just the dome bit on the coarse wheel a little bit, see if I can polish those out. You can see the coarse wheel gets used quite a bit. This one's getting quite run down. Maybe time for a new one. Yeah, they're starting to come out. I'm just going to move the camera because I think you haven't got the best shot there, so I'll just move the camera a little bit, then I continue. Right, change over to the fine wheel. can still see some ridges on there, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to swap over to my stitched polishing wheel. And this is the brown coarser paste. Okay, well, it's certainly looking better than before. Let's swap over onto the soft wheel. And the white finer paste. Okay, so that was a very quick job. I've not spent that much time on it, but I'm just going to polish that up on a cloth now and we'll take a look at it. It was a fairly quick job. It's not perfect, but look at that. I mean, that's quite an improvement, and that looks nice, you know, just for the ordinary fitting for 5 minutes work. I'll do a side-by-side comparison with one that I've not done, then you can see. Before I do the second nut, here's just a quick side-by-side comparison of the first one that I've done, so you can see it's quite a significant difference. I've done the pair of nuts now. I've done them both. So these are actually the nuts that go on the top of the rear suspension units, and so we can get that to focus on there. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I think they're looking nice. So I'm going to pop those back on the bike, and whilst I'm in the mood, I'll see if there's something else I can find to polish. Here is that polished dome nut back on the bike, and when you see it, you know, back on the bike here next to the suspension unit that's chromed, you can see why I polished it, and you can see that's a very good match. Just for a little bit of work there, that just looks so much nicer, you know, so I think that's worth doing. However, I should point out the obvious, and that is that the nut here that I've just done it's just raw metal, so it is going to be susceptible to corrosion, and as it's steel, then that means rust. It's likely to rust unless it's treated in some way. Obviously, the reason why parts are chromed or you know, anodized or otherwise treated or painted indeed is to prevent corrosion. So if you just leave a part bare metal like that, then it is going to be subject to corrosion. So there's a couple of things that you can do. One is, you know, if you clean the bike regularly and just, you know, polish it off and then maybe put a bit of wax polish on it, that'll probably stop it from corroding. It might get a little bit of rust on it if you're out riding in the rain, but it'll just polish off. Another thing that you could do is you spray it with GT85 or you know, some other kind of corrosion inhibitor, or indeed clear coat it, you know, just spray it with some clear coat. And, you know, obviously putting a spanner on here, a wrench on here, is going to damage the clear coat, but, you know, once these are on, they're not coming off very often. So yeah, I just think, you know, the match on that is, sorry, I'm hand holding the camera here, the match on that against the chrome is really good, and it's just a vast improvement on what it looked like before. However, what I say is I've been playing around with a few brass parts for the bike, so I'll just step back and so you can see that more in the broader context. That's the suspension unit. Yeah, and so what I might actually do is make some brass dome nuts to go on the suspension units there, because I've been making a few other brass parts for the bike. So that'll be the subject of a later video. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting to watch. I'll wrap up now. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you again soon. Bye.